A man might be doing a particular job for so many years and he will receive promotion in that job. Another man might be doing that same job that he's doing for so many years and he will not receive promotion, no recognition. In this world, there's what we call a spiritual sacrifice. A spiritual sacrifice. A man might have a profession and he receives promotion, while another man has that same profession and he's not receiving any promotion because of his spiritual sacrifice. In the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11 to 17, the Bible tells us about we wrestle not flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. There are people in this world that if they want a promotion, they know where to go to. They know what to do spiritually. But Christians is not the case. When they want a promotion, some will just pray and that's it. But there are spiritual sacrifices you need to do. You know, the disciples of Jesus went to cast out a demon and they said, Master, we went to cast out a demon, but the demon did not go out. And Jesus said, this one does not go out except through prayers and fasting. There are some things that are done, not physically, but spiritually. A man might have a good job and he might be intelligent, hardworking. But someone who does not have the intelligence he has will receive promotion, but he will not receive any promotion. Because a man who is a Christian, for him to receive promotion and recognition, it has to come spiritually, not only physical. Some people, you see, if they want a promotion, they know that actually it's not going to be theirs, but they want that promotion. They will go to spiritual wickedness in high places in order to have that promotion. But Christians, they have to just fast, pray. But there are many things like their faith, the helmet of salvation, and also the gospel of peace. There are people that if they want to have what they want, they will undergo serious spiritual sacrifices. It's not just killing bulls, but it's visiting spiritual wickedness in high places that is going to give them what they want. But Christians believe that they are just Christians and God has already paid everything for them. Yes, it's true, but your spiritual sacrifice will take you to wherever you are destined to be. Because even Jesus, who comes to die on the cross of Calvary, who is a king, he retreats, he fasts, he prays. But there are people that if they want a promotion or if they want to grow, they just do their destinies. They don't think about spiritual sacrifices. Some people don't take time to fast and pray. That's why there might be a problem and they are revoking certain people. It might get to you and they'll revoke you. They'll tell you, amongst the people that were taken, you were also taken, but we'll have to let you go. And then an unbeliever is the one they are keeping. Means they are letting go the Christian and they are keeping the unbeliever. The unbeliever knows what to do. Spiritual sacrifices. A child of God must have spiritual sacrifices. He must have time to pray, time to fast. He must retreat for that to be done. Because when Satan wants to get something, Satan does not manufacture anything. Everything God has already placed and given. The one that is going to be the minister, the one that is going to be the president, the one that is going to be the king, the one that is going to be the leader, everything has already been given by God. Now, what Satan can do is to make sure that he attacks the purpose, he attacks the destiny. If you are destined to be the leader, God has given you that destiny to be the leader. What Satan can do is to make sure that the post of leader you don't occupy, but it cannot be vacant. It must be occupied by somebody. So another one will go to spiritual wickedness in high places and begin to do incantation and divination. If you are sleeping as a child of God, know that is my destiny, yes. But if you don't have spiritual sacrifices as a Christian, you don't have time to fast, time to pray, time to intercede for your own calling and your own purpose, you will see that An unbeliever will have something which you have always dreamed. Sometimes some people tell you, I had this dream, but what happened? Nothing came to pass since he had that dream. It means it was actually occupied by another person. Spiritual sacrifices are very important. Spiritual sacrifices to be what God destined us to be in this world. As a child of God, you must be able to have your own spiritual sacrifices. You have time to fast, time to pray, time to meditate. You retreat. Just spending time with God for your own destiny is very important. Nobody you see occupies a good post without being spiritually prepared. Everyone you see that has a good post, that is a leader, that has been mandated by God to lead, he has a spiritual sacrifice that he does. It might be a Christian, but just the fasting is already a spiritual sacrifice. There are many things he would have replaced with that fasting. Many things he would have replaced with that meditation. But if he can fast, if he can pray, he has to sacrifice some things. Let go just to fast, to pray. Fasting is a spiritual exercise, but it's also a sacrifice. Prayer is a spiritual exercise, but it's also a sacrifice. Even praise is another sacrifice. Sacrifice does not mean that blood must be poured. No. As children of God, we need spiritual sacrifices. You must be able to give something. You must be able to come to God in prayers, in meditation, in fasting for your calling and your purpose. That's why unbelievers, you see them, they occupy posts, good places, they drive good cars, but they have a price to pay. Spiritual sacrifices to be whatever we are destined to be in this world.